Do I look angry? Well, chances are I have a resting bitch face. But really, I'm just resting my eyes. But a lot of the time, if people are resting their eyes, it does show a sign of disgust. So what does that mean? A resting bitch face does not exist. So I remember back when I was in like, I don't know, ninth, 10th grade, I was like 15. I was in a room with my cousins. And my cousin, just to let y'all know, I don't exactly remember everything that happened. So if things are a bit inaccurate for my family members to see this, I am very sorry. So my other cousin was like, hey, you have a resting bitch face. And I said, what is a resting bitch face? She was like, oh, that's when blah 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 such and such, they just naturally look angry. I'm like, brother, they're not naturally looking angry. They just naturally are angry. Simple and easy. Resting bitch faces don't exist. So, we're going to go into some studies showing that resting bitch faces do not, and I literally mean do not exist. Period. And I'll also give out my own interpretation on how they just don't exist. Alright, so we have a study right here showing that neutrality was the overwhelming emotion in both faces, making up over 94% of the total emotion for each. The second highest was contempt. Now, what is the meaning of contempt? If we look at the meaning from just the regular Google definition, the feeling that a person or thing beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving scorn. So it's some type of disrespect or disdain or any of these meanings, mockery, ridicule. And so if we even go on the Merriam-Webster dictionary meaning, the act of despising, the state of mind of someone who despises, disdain, contempt. So this has to do with a lot of the things that we see and we go like oh my gosh, that's so weird. And the reason why this happens is because of my interpretation on it, and it's going to go down to dopamine. And so I have another research to pull up. So, most of us have heard of the molecule dopamine. Dopamine is in our brain when we get a reward, okay? Um, or most novelty or excitement, surprise, whatever the case may be. We need dopamine. We also have baselines of dopamine, meaning that it is just our internal mood as we move throughout the day. Now, the way to increase our internal baseline of dopamine is if we do things with delayed gratification. So, for example, you dip down in a little bit, and then slowly it goes up. You dip down, and it goes up. Dip down, goes up, and it keeps going up forever. It goes up so much to the point where you'll even just be in rooms smiling, like me. You will literally just be happy in so many places. You will literally just be like, dang, oh my gosh. Just look at this toy over here. Look at what I got. I'm just so grateful for what I have. And so a lot of the times with people who are with resting bitch faces, they continue to spike themselves with so much dopamine and erratic bullshit that it causes them to go up a bit, then down. Go up a bit, then down. Go up a bit, then down. It's like an addiction. You just keep going down and down and down and down until your internal mood is just depression, anger, sadness. Those are the things that will be controlling your life. Resting bitch faces don't exist. We know. We know you're just mad because you couldn't get coochie, bro. We know. Okay, if you're over here, oh, I'm grumpy. Oh, she didn't give me anything tonight. They use Kanye West as an example. We know. We know why you have a RBF, okay? It's pretty apparent. We know. But your health is probably bad. You know, you probably have a lot of things that are not in check. And so those are the things you need to do. You need to learn how to build skills. You need to learn how to help yourself. You need to just become happier by simply just understanding that there are things in your life that you need to drop. Okay? Like, not all of the things in life make you happy. You got to drop some junk food. You got to read more. You got to intermittent fast. You got to build skills. You have to develop yourself. You have to understand that you're not the greatest looking person in the world. They talked about contempt being one of the things. Be grateful for what you just have. Look at your face. Be like, I look pretty good today. Or wake up yourself. Give yourself positive affirmations. These things do not exist. Okay? People are just vouching for their anger. Completely vouching for it. Just saying, oh yeah, I have a resting bitch. Nigga, you're angry. You're just angry, bro. That's it. You don't got no money in your pocket. Okay? I'm sorry if you don't got no money in your pocket, bro. Okay? That is not my fault, bro. But on some real shit though, start meditating more. Meditating will just increase your baseline levels of dopamine. It will help your mood. It will stop this erratic behavior. Also, things that will decrease your mood is stuff like scrolling through social media. So that, again, if you put someone who does delayed gratification, who does not scroll through social media, who is very detail orientated, who is very productive, and you take someone who is not productive, hates their life, scrolls through social media all the time, you put them in a room for 5 minutes without anything, no distractions, just a white blank room. The person with the social media addiction, all that stuff, they're going to need to talk, they're going to need to do all this stuff just for them to feel stimulated. Otherwise, they'll just be sitting there with like a RBF. They got to get out their phone. They got to listen to music. They got to do something. You could leave me. They have to do it. They're not going to do it because it's obviously a study. Now, for someone who isn't doing that stuff, they're going to be sitting there like smiling, thinking of new ideas. Their own brain is helping them. That is the higher levels of dopamine we're talking about. The baseline, their brain is helping them. Otherwise, as that person, their brain is always on their ass. Like, God damn, let me focus. That's all they're praying for. Well, we're too busy having the higher life. RBFs, straight up, don't exist. Never have, and never will. I'm telling you right now, me, if I rest my eyes like this, that means I am disturbed about something. Okay? Nobody just rests their eyes like that. Also, if I say, okay, give the most neutral face as possible, and I'm like this, well, now I'm becoming self-conscious. So, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, the RBFs only happen as a result of when we're not being self-conscious. In reality, I could say this. RBFs happen because you're mad. You see what I'm saying? You're not conscious of yourself. So if you're not conscious of yourself in that moment, this is your true behavior. It's not neutral. It's anger. Simple. So if I say give out the most neutral face as possible, I'm going to become self-conscious. I'm going to be like, damn, what is the most neutral face? So if you have to become self-conscious in order to stop your RBF, you are naturally angry. Do you see what I'm saying? Also, another thing is, when I was checking up on the internet, I saw that they said communicate your emotions verbally, and it also said you need to listen more, become a great listener. And I was like, brother, if you automatically had higher levels of dopamine, you did the right habits, you did the things that need to be productive, you would not need to be acting as if you're a good listener. You would just already become a good listener throughout this process. And also, the other thing I saw is that social anxiety is also a big product of your RBF. And I looked at all I just did was look at this camera like, bruh, are you freaking serious? Social anxiety and nervousness? You haven't been doing the habits. Honestly, the fact that the social anxiety and the nervousness is there, I mean, hey, bro, I don't control my life, bro. That is, it just is what it is. This shit is there. Nobody can really control it. But, however, bro, if it's still there after a very long time, it means you haven't been doing the habits that truly take you out of your comfort zone. You haven't. That is the truth. You need to do habits that take you out of your comfort zone and allow you to lock in on a different level so that when it comes down to it, you don't have social anxiety. You're not nervous. I heard some YouTubers say that what they would do is they would go on a run and then go to a party and talk to as many people as possible. And when you go for a run, your heart rate starts to increase. So you have more energy output to constantly talk to other people. So it allows you to not be as self critical or as self conscious. Guys, this is so obvious. RBFs do not and will never, ever, ever, ever exist. There will just this is all bullshit. That is complete anyone who has a RBF is just internally angry. Period. There is nothing else to it.